This conference will now be recorded.
The town board will hold a public meeting immediately following the special meeting of the electors on February 6, 2023 at Town Hall. We have a quorum present. The meeting was posted at the Town Hall and on the website. I'll call the meeting to order and we'll stand for the flag pledge.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. You have the minutes of the last meeting of January 16th. in your packet.
I will move approval with some corrections.
Okay,
Number 1, item C, line 3, strike the word "and" at the end. Then line 4, change the S at the end of close, C-L-O-S-E, and put in a D in its place. To approve closed session minutes, strike the word "the." Closed session minutes, and the rest reads perfectly then. And then inside on page 2, item E, the last line. For current part-time employees who work less than 1,040 hours per year. We are taskmasters, but we don't expect it per week.
true.
So should it be 40 hours per week or is it 1040 per year?
1040 a year.
A year,
Yeah.
Okay.
so
That was it.
that was it.
Motion by Williams, is there a second by Duplay with the 1, 2, 3 corrections? Any discussion on the motion? Hearing none, all in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carried. Finance report and approval of bills.
Hey, Dan, anything break from that big snowstorm?
Yeah,
Hoses.
yeah, a few hoses on truck 3. I had to have a new, it's called a bung welded on the actual cylinder on that truck too.
Oh,
Like it broke it, like. Yeah,
small potatoes.
other than nothing major. I mean, that was pretty minor repairs.
Who does the ice rescue training? Is that Dane County?
I don't know who put it on.
Is that the fire department?
It was their people that were trained.
Yeah. You should be done collecting taxes.
As of last Friday, yep.
You're sure?
Yeah, they have to go to the county now.
We can't take it any longer.
I'll move approval of checks 36025 through 36056 be paid, and that we make the EFT payments issued for $20,363.83.
Motion by Duplay, is there a second?
Second.
Second by Anders to approve checks 36025 through 36056 and the EFT payments of $20,363.83. Any discussion on that motion? Hearing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carried.
You'll notice I added a new report in there of credit card charges. I thought that was something you guys might like to be seen. I think I'll add that the first meeting of the month, which is when the statement has just come out, so you can see those. I talked to Chris about this, but I'm gonna start paying home bills with a credit card because the bills keep coming so late that we keep getting late charges because they come so late that we don't have a meeting. Or in the case of Frontier, they keep losing checks and mixing up payments, and it's just a nightmare. So I think I'm just gonna start credit card paying those,
So we don't have any.
so we don't have so many mix-ups. The good news is that we also get credit, we get points that we can apply back as statement credit over time too. So it's better than paying fees.
Right, sure.
Yes, it is.
So anyway, but I'll start putting that report in once a month when the statement comes in.
Comes in.
Okay.
You also have your unaudited cash and investment balance of $8,049,225.65. And you have the January per diem.
I'll move approval of the per diem.
Second.
Motion by Andrews, second by Fonger to approve the per diems as presented. Any discussion on that motion? Hearing none, all in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carried. Public concerns, public's opportunity to speak to town board about any subject that is not a specific agenda item.
I have something.
Go ahead.
I spent some time on the website, and I want to thank our clerk for taking such good care of the website. There's a lot of good information at your fingertips there. And one of the things I noticed, talking about libraries and library availability, we can all check materials out from any library in the area. But we also have the Dane County Bookmobile that stops here in Cottage Grove. And you can find out when it stops because Kim has a link to it on our website. And, but just in case you're not sure, it stops Wednesdays from 2 till 4 at Dublin Park and 5 to 7:30 at Piggly Wiggly, and Fridays from 2:15 to 3 at Drumlin Residences, which is just beyond the town hall here, and from 3:15 to 4:15 at Taylor Prairie Elementary School. And this Saturday, they are having a special winter book sale at the Dane County Library Service headquarters, which is 1874 South Stoughton Road. That used to be Blue Grove's Town Hall or garage.
That's what moved in there.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's what it is. So if you're interested in buying a bargain book from 11 until 3, it will be available this Saturday. And they'll also have coffee and activities for kids. And then the other thing, we all got an email from Suja Gautam, who is with the Dane County Sustainability Coordinator. She's the person who brings the trash lab to community events, and they're seeking our support letter for an EPA solid waste infrastructure recycling grant. And I am interested in that, but I'm more interested in letting our town chair use that as a negotiating item.
For what purpose?
Well, I had seen it and I decided I wouldn't send it now because we haven't entered into any negotiations yet on the new landfill site as to how they're going to treat our residents across the road.
Oh, sure. Mhm.
If they're going to compensate them fairly, I would be in favor of it, but that was my feeling. It was just too early in the process.
Some people that have asked us for composting, and we've had Dan set it up. This should take care of it if they get this rolling in a few years. So that's all.
Okay, moving on then to Plan Commission recommendations. Thomas Stretch applicant, landowner, Alan and Carol Karen Schmidt and Door Creek Golf Course landowners seeking a rezone of 0.22 acres from RR4 to RE and 0.06 acres from RR4 to R2 to shift the property lines between adjacent landowners. This was an error from back in, what, 89 or something like that?
89, the .22 just was never recorded. We found a contract, an agreement. There's money exchange, but for some reason it was never recorded properly. So the game here is to get everything cleaned up. So that hopefully it should eliminate issues in the future.
And the Plan Commission recommend approval of the rezone, and that motion carried 7-0. And this piece and this little piece down here is all it is.
Can you show me two, please?
This piece
Okay.
and this little piece here.
And no change in land use, it's change in
Yeah,
zoning
yeah.
only.
Okay, sounds
I'd
good.
move approval of the Plan Commission's recommendation.
Second.
Motion by Andrew, second by Founder to approve the Plan Commission's recommendation. Any discussion on the motion? Hearing none, all in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carried.
Thank you.
And you have your date with Dane County?
Yes, February 28th.
You're good then. Thank you.
Looking forward to getting it going forward, keeping it rolling. And
And getting it recorded.
yes, yes, absolutely. It's been an eye opener, what it all takes, but it's been a good education. And I do want to thank everybody here for being great to work with.
Thank you. Their next item was Dwayne Swalheim, applicant and landowner, and North Star Road Comprehensive Development Plan Review for a proposed commercial subdivision. The Plan Commission moved to recommend approval of the comprehensive plan, development plan contingent on completion of the items required under item 2 of Mark's memo,
Item 2.
which was an exhibit. It was his.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Oh.
Yes.
Yes, Dwayne is online.
Who is Dwayne?
Swalheim.
Dwayne Swalheim. I think he's out of town.
Yeah, I'm in Florida, but I'm online right now with you.
Oh.
And I think it should be item 2 through 4.
That makes sense. So I underlined it. So there. See, incomplete after the end. I can see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's its first step through that process.
These lots look quite small to me. Do they look small to anyone else, or am I just?
I thought I heard something, I wasn't at the Plan Commission meeting, but I thought I heard something in the recording where Dwayne mentioned that the sequence of sale might be such that if someone wanted more, they could buy more than one lot, like they wouldn't sell. I don't remember what he said. He wouldn't sell 2 until 3 was sold or something like
Yeah.
that, so that they would be able to have bigger lots if they wanted, or
Thank
more
you.
than one lot.
Thank you. That's helpful. I like that idea.
Lot number 4 and lot number 5 have already been combined to make one bigger lot already.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the plan commission's motion carried 6-0. We didn't hear from you.
Oh. Aye.
You're too late.
I know.
Wow.
I was online. I mean, I was there.
Wow.
I'm sorry. I should
Realize
have been
that.
more forceful.
Lot 4 and 5, you said had been combined?
I think that's what you said, yes.
Yeah, it's now going to be a 5-acre lot instead of a 4 and a 1. It's going to be a 5.
That looks good.
And that lot has potentially been sold.
So this is to the east of North Star.
Yes. Across from like where Capitol is now.
Yeah.
Where Capitol Underground is, it's across the street. Basically.
I would move approval of the plan commission's motion, but I also want included in there that, Hampton noted the potential buyers being made aware that town is looking into providing sewer and water service to the area.
Just make your motion to include plan commission's recommendation requiring items 2 through 4.
Thank you. That's what I want for my motion.
Because I can't change
Items
these
2
minutes
through-
yet. until
Oh, you're
they
right.
meet.
Items 2 through 4 of Rutherford's
Second.
memo.
Okay. Motion
you.
by Williams, second by Duplay to approve with plan commission's recommendation, including requiring items 2 through 4 from his memo. Any discussion on that motion? Hearing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Anders, aye.
Opposed, same sign. Thank you. The next item,
Can I ask what the next step is here now for Dwayne? So he's got to complete those items, and then does he have to come back here, or is he okay to go up and apply for his zoning, or?
haven't we already approved the zoning?
No, none of this is zoned. Only zoning that got changed with that last time was those three lots. So he'll have to go up and get commercial zoning for the rest of this.
Yes.
And so is he ready to do that, or does he have to come back to you guys with showing that those 2 through 4 items are met?
He will have to show those being met before he can get the rezone,
To the town board or the plan commission?
plan commission.
Okay, did you get that, Dwayne?
Yes, so I can go to the county now, then come back to the planning commission with 2 through 4 being,
Being
Dealt with.
completed and ask for the rezone.
yes.
Which the plan commission would then hear.
Right.
But he needs to have those completed by the time he gets to the plan commission.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right. Okay. Moving on to the next item, was discuss and consider recommendation regarding proposed Dane County Ordinance Amendment 2022 OA 57 regarding application requirements and setbacks for communication towers. And Plan Commission approved that on a recommend approval of OA 57, and that carried 7-0.
I move approval following the plan commission recommendations.
Motion by Duplay. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Williams to approve the Planning Commission's recommendation on 2022-08-57 Dane County Ordinance Amendment. Any discussion on that motion? Hearing none, all in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carried. Next item, discuss, consider adoption of resolution 2023-0206, appointing the town clerk and treasurer, which have just been combined.
I move adoption of resolution 2020-0420, resolution appointing the town clerk treasurer.
Second.
Motion by Williams, second by Duplay to approve resolution 2020-04-20.
It should be 2023.
2020, I thought so.
23.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was wondering about that.
And it's just, I didn't change, I got that all messed up. It should be, geez.
10:02.
2-6,
Yeah,
yeah.
02.
I copied another resolution, obviously.
That's only about you,
Yeah,
you know.
well, I had a lot of Freudian slips trying to do this one, let me tell you.
Now, there you go.
Stands corrected. We're thankful you will do it.
So it's resolution 2023-0206.
Yeah,
Right, that's it.
that's what the agenda says, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I just got it wrong on the top.
Did we have a motion? Yeah. Any discussion on that motion? Hearing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carried. So you'll reprint it and then sign it tomorrow?
Yeah, they'll have to swear me in, I guess.
I don't swear at you. Okay, next item, consideration of allowing highway department employees to work 4 9-hour days, Monday through Thursday, and a 4-hour day on Friday between Memorial Day and Labor Day.
What are the hours? What are the hours you're gonna be working?
6 to 3:30
3:30
6?
to 3:30, yep.
on the 4 days.
So the first hour is having coffee and then the last hour is having chocolate milk?
Nope, come on down if you want. 6 o'clock we start.
I will.
Can I count on that? Because then I don't have to come down.
Yeah, very good point, yeah.
I come down every once in a while, check on to see what's happening at 7:05.
The only thing about it, it's easy to abuse, you know, that's the only
Well,
thing, and he's a supervisor, so he's in charge, right?
Yep.
You demand,
and I holler at him if I have a
Yeah.
problem.
absolutely.
And then Friday, you're thinking what?
What we could do, yeah, we could go normal, 7 to 11,
7 to,
right? 4 hours,
yeah,
yeah,
7 to 11.
be a little more normal, I don't know.
Because we need him on Friday to deliver packets too.
Well, yeah, that's what
Yeah.
I was thinking, and yeah,
Although we're
although
closed, the
you're
office
done.
is closed on Fridays, so that's
So-
more likely to happen on Thursdays.
Well, you'll have them done Thursday, so we'll still take them out Friday probably,
Yeah,
because we'll be doing whatever on Thursday.
I'd move approval of their request.
Second.
Motion by Anders, second by Duplay. Is this continue? Go ahead. Is this continuing? Or do we have to redo this year after year?
I would consider this to be a continuing motion. Additionally, I'll add the requested work hours of 6 until 3:30 a.m. Monday through Thursday, and 7 to 11
On Friday.
on Friday.
Are we saying forever now?
Yes.
It's gonna be forever?
Memorial
It
Day.
is every year up
Okay.
during that time
Okay,
period.
so, but there's a time frame.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes,
Okay, I don't think, was that in the resolution or?
yeah, Memorial Day to Labor
Okay.
Day,
All right.
but it'd be 23, 24, moving forward, it would continue. We wouldn't have to renew it every year like we originally did with the office.
yeah.
So,
That's okay with me.
okay. Is there any other discussion on that motion? Hearing none, all in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carried. Next item is discuss and consider plans for the future of the annual report and newsletter.
So I made an interesting discovery recently. I was curious. This is just one of those things that it's always been done that way, and I thought that we always had to send the financials to everybody, and that's why we did the annual report. So I checked with the Towns Association attorney, and she said, nope, you don't have to send anything. You just have to have the financials at the annual meeting. So then I sent out a question on the clerk's list to see who else, if anybody does send anything out. I had 25 responses. Not a single town does or has ever sent a newsletter out like we
Really?
do.
No kidding, eh?
So I guess, I'm sort of torn because it's very frustrating how much work goes into that thing and how many times somebody will say they didn't see something and I'll say, well, it's in the annual report, and they say, oh, I never read that thing. And that happens all the time. And so we have our work to do it. I ask for a lot of other information from other sources. They all have work to do. Then we have to print it, and then we have to publish it or mail it. And so I don't know. I mean, on the one hand, it's some people, I think, still like it as like a historical snapshot of what the history of the town was that year. There's value to some people in that respect, but most of it, I think probably all of it, is on the website. Too, pretty much everything we put in there you can find on the website. So I don't know what the right thing to do. Do we do like an abbreviated version of it this year and then say next year it's not going in the mail? Or I did when I have already sent out my solicitations for articles, I guess I'll call them. And I did tell fire and EMS that I would be looking for a shorter article than usual for them, because I would rather just reference their excellent annual reports that they already do versus trying to recreate it all in our annual report like we kind of have been. But
Do you put links to the fire department and
I put-
EMS on yours to their reports?
I will, yeah, I can, or at least to their websites.
Well, that's what I meant, yeah,
And
was the
I've done that as long as there's been websites, But anyway, I don't know. You guys can think about it or decide what you want to do, if you want to change anything or not, or everything, or what you want to do.
We'll have the emergency government SOP on your website too, I presume, right? Turnover.
Yeah, oh yeah.
So I mean, it's not like we even have to do,
I mean, I put in your packet the table of contents of what
Right.
we've typically done, and I think we could eliminate quite a bit of that. We could get rid of, not make it so newsy and just make it very brief. Or you could not do it at all and see if anybody notices. I don't know.
I'd be tempted to not do it at all and see what kind of feedback we get as to how many people missed it. And
we send quite a bit of information out with the taxes.
Not really.
I mean, but we could send a little bit more even there.
We could send more. That is an opportunity that we have.
Anything new?
Yeah.
Other than the fact that I don't know why we would have to send all the information out we do, really.
Yeah.
I wondered about that a long time ago. It's a lot of information if people,
use it, but
Yeah.
how many people are actually using it? I'm with
I like it.
Chris.
no, I do too. I mean, I use it,
Yeah,
but it's
we're
not that big a
involved.
deal.
We're involved. I mean, it's,
but you also know you can get it on the website.
Yeah.
True. True.
I'd like to go along with Chris and just skip it and see how many people actually notice.
We have an opportunity, like Dan was talking to me today about how people are, for some reason, all putting their trash carts out in the road in the way. And so we could put that in the annual report, but by the time we get it in the annual report,
It's summertime.
it's summertime, and it's not really a problem anymore. It's more pertinent to just get that on the website and on Facebook right now, and
Yeah.
so that's the thing, is that we don't have to wait till a once a year mailing to get news out anymore. We have other ways. So I don't know how important it is to be doing that news there. We can still you know, the financials, when the financial report comes out, we'll post it more prominently on the website with a news notice or something than we typically have or whatever. You know,
So you're saying other towns don't do it, huh?
nope, I even had a couple
That's
clerks
crazy.
that are like, what do you mean annual report? So,
Wow.
Wow. You've spent a lot of time, you know, doing a really good
does.
report.
yeah, I
Takes a
mean,
lot of time.
Oh,
it's,
yeah.
but it's pretty repetitive. There's not that much new anymore. You know, it's the same stuff year after year, pretty much. And so the work has gone down because the template works fine year after year, I guess. But yeah, there's a lot of time in there chasing down stories and getting it to fit. That's the biggest challenge. You know, if there's things that you wanted to still do, if you want the town chairman to, you know, give a synopsis of the year like he has, you could still ask him to write something and post it, you know, and put it on the annual report page of the website. I mean, just as an example, you know,
Welcome to the town of Cottage Grove.
if there's historical news that we should be keeping somewhere, we should probably be having that on the website where it can be accessed at any time anyway.
I was saying, we tell about 2 new bridges and we bought a new fire truck.
Yep.
What are your thoughts?
Like I said, I'd like to go with your idea just to see how many people actually miss it, other than you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd make a motion that we alleviate the annual report and newsletter.
Second,
Motion by Fongers, second by Duplay to
Eliminate.
eliminate
Alleviate,
the
eliminate. yeah,
annual
either.
report newsletter for 2023 and revisit it next year.
Yeah, do that.
And review what kind of comments we've gotten back by then. Any other discussion on the motion?
Can I throw something in?
Sure.
I think it's a great idea to utilize, you know, the websites instead of mailing, because not only do you have printing, the cost of materials, mailing, then it sits and it ends up in a recycle someplace,
Yeah.
hopefully, you know. And I think the strategy of, you know, just pulling the Band-Aid off, get it over with, stop it. If you take a lot of heat, think about it, you know,
You may teach some people to use the website that way too.
great point.
Yeah.
That is a good point, yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, and the more that I find myself on the website, the more I find it's actually easy to find the information you're looking for. You know, so they just have to look around.
Broadband's supposed to be expanding.
Right, it is,
Yeah.
yep.
All those in favor signify by saying aye. Opposed, same sign. Motion carried. Public Works, road right-of-way permits.
I had 2 since the last meeting. Wisconsin Power and Light. Lot 1, Kennedy Hills, they're gonna do a gas hookup for the basement they just dug sometime soon. Another one, Charter had one on Quate. They're gonna be doing underground fiber installation on Quate Drive. Just up and around the circle. That's it.
Have you heard anything from who has the substation north of Gaston Road?
That'd be
Lion,
Alliant.
about expanding that?
They're storing stuff there. Is what they're doing. You see all the stuff piled up in there? Is that what you're seeing? They're all PEDs and stuff. So when they're doing all these subdivision upgrades, that's all their stuff. All their vaults and pedestals and stuff.
You know, I had heard that they needed to expand a substation and they wanted to put it in the village and the village was saying no.
Oh, down here?
Yeah.
Well, I haven't heard anything about an expansion of that one. I know right now they're storing stuff up there. They just brought 2 semi-loads in because they called me before they drove in. They thought the weight limits were on, so.
Oh. Okay.
The
All right.
Question about the 2 little houses down from towards Madison. Have you seen the work that's going on there?
Yeah.
I mean, they're adding garages and,
There was a garage added to the one.
well, the two of them are
And a new
major construction,
On what street are we talking?
right on BB.
On BB.
And
Oh, the ones on the right,
Comes
the
in.
Quonset
The ones that
house?
nothing was being done forever, you know?
Yeah, they're
next
fixing
I
to
mean,
that one.
The second one?
But I
I'm talking
presume-
about the Quonset hut property area.
Yeah.
there.
I
Oh, no, I
would
hadn't
presume
been
they
down
have building permits. I don't remember seeing them, but
Yeah, they'd probably be on next month,
I mean,
or
they're-
next meeting's agenda.
they're working big time. I mean, it's
I
amazing.
saw the garage going up
Both
on the
of
one.
them, both houses.
The garage, they've had the foundation poured for about a year.
Yeah,
They're finally building the garage. The other one, they're remodeling it. They're roofing and siding it.
Well, they added something on the back too. It looks like a garage or something.
Well, I think that was a
You don't really
porch
see
at
it,
one
but-
time.
Oh, it could have been, but
I think they might have just rebuilt it.
I mean, they're really working, both houses.
I wish they'd do something with that second one in that never mowed last year.
Yeah, that's gonna be, that,
We're gonna have to.
we're gonna have to revisit that thing again in the
Come
spring.
spring, yeah.
He hasn't touched that one.
We'll drive by and look at both of them. I mean, there's work.
I saw the garage, but, okay. Anything else, Stan?
Nope. Other than, we're just trimming.
Get your brush pile burned?
Yeah, added to it again today, but yeah, it's completely gone. That huge pile from that storm.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Clerk's office update.
So we had the field audit on Friday. Seemed like it went okay. Rounded up
Okay.
Jeff and somebody new.
Oh,
I think their name might have been Clark, but I'm not the best about that.
okay.
So, but Jeff Oswald that we've had several times now. So seemed to go fine. Like you said earlier, we finished up tax collection, so we don't know what we're gonna do now. Not really, but we were that was pretty busy and that was pretty intense for us.
And your settlement is on the 15th with the county?
Well, that's when I have to have checks out. I'm sure I'll be getting the settlement documents in the next few days from the county. Yeah. So,
Okay.
other than that, there's an election on the 21st. We start early voting in the office tomorrow. So after your next meeting, we'll have to be setting up a election we're voting in this room this time. So,
What's on there? It's for the
Supreme
Supreme Court.
Court.
That's it?
yep.
Wow.
That it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there's only the one contest,
Because the referendum is in April.
right? So,
The school referendum?
Yeah. Winona Grove.
That is not a good one.
To exceed the spending limits in perpetuity.
Yeah, I mean, this is crazy.
Well, Monona Grove is coming to your next meeting, so.
No,
Oh, boy. Oh,
I thought
boy.
you would want to hear from them.
good.
No, I'm glad you did, because I would like to hear why
Why?
they feel they could tax everybody and every future generation from now until the world ends. Yeah.
Anyway, and
Yes.
I have to say that my two deputy clerks are doing great. I mean, Sue is brand new, but she's really catching on fast and it's going good. We're going to be a strong team.
That's good.
That's wonderful news.
Board reports and communications. There was an article in this month's In Business that I'll pass around about landfill, what they expect from it. Committee reports, Deer Grove EMS. We have John Williams now
As president.
replacing Sarah Valencia.
Yeah.
I don't think there was anything else major. Nadvig landfill, nothing changed there. Results were 0 again. Cottage Grove fire. They got their car.
Oh, boy. Like I said,
Both attorneys are still working on the agreement.
I don't know why that's taking so long.
Oh, and the village did have their open house on their future buildings. Didn't learn really much
Of course not.
from it.
They sure backed that study though.
Yeah,
I think that study was just outstanding. And I don't know what it even proved, nothing that was even in it.
Huh?
Gave them an excuse to build a building, I guess.
yeah.
Then I guess it's gonna be up to them to house a ladder truck, because
And
we ain't gonna need one.
How does it affect us, and we're together on stuff, but yet they're gonna build a building, That makes no sense.
now, in talking to Jerry Durr from the town of Bristol, they contract with Sun Prairie.
Yeah,
He said when they started, and I don't know when they started contracting with them, they paid 18,000 a year. They pay over 200,000
oh
now,
my, are you serious? Wow,
and he's afraid that they're going to get rid of their station downtown
build something.
and build something
Taj
new.
Mahal, yeah,
And that you'll be paying for part of that too.
wow.
So,
Well, that's what happens when you go with somebody else, you lose your power.
yeah, you
Yeah.
don't have any investment
Yeah.
and you don't have,
No,
you have to provide that service. So
yeah,
they give you the bill, what are you gonna do?
go with somebody else, but who
Yeah,
would you go with?
who's gonna come in any cheaper?
Yeah.
The issue of fire and EMS was one of the items that was talked about last Friday a lot at the district.
A lot.
Wisconsin Towns Association, and especially with the 3 legislators that were there.
I agree with either or any of those legislators. Just so you know.
Oh, well.
Well, what's their even knowledge of the,
Absolutely
what
nothing.
is going on,
Absolutely
That's,
nothing.
that's the problem.
Absolutely nothing.
Now, if they, in the budget sequence of what's going on now with the surplus of money, if they put some bucks into these kinds of things, it'd be great
Yeah,
for both sides, the Democrats and Republicans, but you're not gonna see it.
they need to fund schools and
Yeah.
give the rest back to us for roads.
Yeah, I mean, but even the taxpayers, we paid all that money in. I mean, it should go back to the taxpayer in my book,
Everything, wasn't it over 5 billion was from the feds?
5
And
billion.
the 2 was from,
2 billion was
From
gonna
our
have to be
taxes.
recurring
income,
income.
Mm.
And then the other 5 is all from the feds.
one-time money.
Yeah.
We were given tidbits, a sheet called tidbits that was kind of just tidbits of facts of history. And then when the tax was started in 1911, 90% of the money that was sent to the state was sent back to the local
Mhm.
for needs. Today, it's 10%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
10%. No wonder they're got this big,
Well,
Yeah.
but that's an issue. It's
it is an issue.
an issue for everybody.
Mhm.
And it's, at some point, the state legislature is gonna have to take this issue up.
Anyway, I gave them the fact that, or the statistic you gave us, Dan, about how much your culvert went up
Yeah.
last year.
Yeah.
I said, so this is, a fact that we had to pay this bill and how much it comes out of what we had planned suddenly went into the culverts because that's what we had to pay.
Inflation did it.
So anyway,
It was an
Good
interesting meeting.
Yeah.
it was.
I mean, it was actually fairly interesting. Other than 3 legislatures.
And the food was good.
The food
Yeah.
was excellent. No rubber chicken.
They had Brussels sprouts.
Oh, of course you like that.
They were good though.
Okay.
Move we approve. How we adjourn.
Motion by Andrews, second
Move we
by
approve, huh?
Williams
Okay.
for adjournment.
Wow.
I approve.
All in favor signify by saying aye.
Bye.
Aye, let's get out of here.
Same sign. Motion carried.
My goodness.
Uh,
Wow.